Long ago, in a quiet village surrounded by tall palm trees and red-dirt roads, there lived a woman named Madame Iriti. She was rich, beautiful, and respected, but feared by everyone who worked for her. They said Madame Iriti's tongue was sharper than a blade, and her heart colder than harmattan morning dew. One day, she hired a young housemaid named Amoka, a poor orphan from a nearby village. Little did she know that Amoka carried something more powerful than gold, a blessing wrap. When Amoka first came, she knelt at the gate and said softly, "Good afternoon, Ma. Thank you for taking me in." But Madame Iriti only hissed, "Get up. You think I'm doing charity? You'll work for your food here. No laziness, no stories." From that day, Amoka woke before the first cock crowed and slept when the moon was already high. She cooked, washed, swept, and fetched water until her small hands cracked. Still, she smiled, whispering, "God sees me. My time will come." Madame Iriti had a daughter named Tenny, the light of her life. But Tenny was always sick, coughing, crying, and weak. Doctors tried their best, but her sickness never left. One night, when Madame Iriti traveled for a party, Tenny suddenly fell ill again. Amoka ran from house to house begging for herbs, praying by the child's bedside. She stayed awake till dawn, pressing wet cloths on Tenny's head. By morning, the little girl opened her eyes and smiled weakly. When Madame Iriti returned, she was shocked to see her daughter alive and healthy. But instead of thanks, she shouted, "Who told you to touch my child? Do you want to kill her?" Tears rolled down Amoka's cheeks. "I only wanted to help, Ma." Weeks later, a stranger came to the village, an old man with a walking stick and eyes like burning coals. He stopped in front of Madame Iriti's gate and said, "I'm looking for a girl named Amoka." Amoka came out, trembling. The old man smiled. "Child, I have searched for you for years. Your parents were my people. You are the last daughter of Chief Obi, who helped our land when famine came. Before he died, he blessed his child with favor, that wherever she walked with a pure heart, blessings would follow that household." The old man turned to Madame Iriti. "But woe to those who mistreat her, for they block their own fortune." That very week, Madame Iriti's business began to crumble. Her goods spoiled mysteriously, customers stopped coming, and her car broke down on the same day. At the same time, people began to notice Amoka, her calm nature, her smile, her prayers. A kind couple from the city visited the village, met Amoka, and offered to sponsor her education. When Amoka left, Madame Iriti cried for the first time in years. She begged for forgiveness, but Amoka only said, "Ma, I forgive you. May your heart find peace." Then she walked away, her bare feet touching the red soil like a blessing returned to the earth. Months later, news spread that Amoka had become a nurse in the city, saving lives with the same gentle hands that once scrubbed Madame Iriti's floor. Madame Iriti grew humble, visiting schools to warn others. If a maid enters your home, remember, she's someone's daughter, not your slave. Treat her well, because the spirit of kindness is watching. And so the villager said, "A person's true wealth is not in money, but in how they treat those who serve them." Treat everyone with respect, especially those you think are below you. For destiny often hides behind rags, and the blessings we pray for sometimes come as the people we mistreat.